Hello and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle and today I am getting ready to go to a date night event. Logan has a work awards dinner to go to, so let's get ready. I kind of already did my hair. It's looking a little floppy and messy, but I'm gonna pin it back. I need to get my makeup done in like 30 minutes, so let's do this together. So when I was laying everything out, because I like to do that when I'm like getting ready for date night, done up, I'll lay everything out in front of me, and I was kind of looking at the sprawl in front of me. Most of it's all drugstore, if not all totally drugstore. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. I'm going to start off by priming my skin with the Revlon Rose Glow Illuminating Primer. It just feels really good. I don't know that it prolongs the life of my makeup or anything. I don't even know that it gives an immense amount of glow that I notice a difference, but it feels amazing on my skin. So I definitely think the hydrating part of it is there. So there's these little balls inside of it, and not all of them totally dissipate, so that's annoying. Smearing that all over, even under my eyes. I should be patting, but I'm rushing. I normally go into my face like for an everyday makeup look, but I'm gonna go into my eyes first just in case I have any fallout. Today I can't be dealing with any cleanup, so the palette I wanted to play with, I haven't touched this yet. It's the Soft and Sultry from Milani. It's like some sort of cool tone thing. You know what, let's put something on my lip while we're doing this. I don't think I have a drugstore one out in front of me. It's the Jouer like deep conditioning lip treatment, just so there's a little bit of something on these puppies while I'm doing my eyeball. You hear him singing in the other room. So he's getting ready and he's like, can you be done in like 20 minutes? And I'm like, dude, I thought I had like an hour. Boys do this to me all the time. So I have an array of Alamar brushes, Luxie brushes, It Cosmetics, and Sigma out in front of me. I'll try to list any of the brushes that I use in the description box down there. If you do use anything, it's probably an affiliate code, so thank you, or affiliate link. Thank you so much for using it, as I do earn a commission if you click through it and make a purchase. I like saying that and not just kind of glazing over it. Another thing I'll mention, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. It helps me immensely, and I really appreciate that too. So let's just play with this. It's just pretty. This kind of gives me vibes of my favorite CoverGirl Nudes palette, as well as the Buxom, what is this guy? Nudity Eyeshadow palette. I go into these ones a lot, especially this one. Like when I need to have like an eye look come out and I need to trust it, this is the palette that I use. I also just recently, in the last month or so ago, got the Huda Beauty one, so it's giving me those kinds of vibes. But today, we're gonna use Milani. Ooh, let's prime the eyelid. Where's my primer? Milani eyeshadow primer. It's only appropriate to use their own. Tap, 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 tap. So the dress I'm wearing is kind of like white with gray, like speckly lines, or at least that's the plan of what I'm planning to wear. You know when you have an idea and then you put it on and you're like, I ain't wearing that. I'm feeling that that's what's gonna happen. Something in my eye. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to put my contacts in, so I feel like a little old lady looking at things. Let's go in with this super light shade all over the lid. I want to bring that up to the brow bone too, just to help cancel out some of these little spider veins. Another reason why I typically do my foundation first is I put a little bit on my eyelid, and I'm gonna probably do just a super simple eye look since we don't have like a ton of time. Let's do, since the dress is kind of gray, I think I need to keep it in this middle realm. I think I'm gonna do this on the inner corner, this in the crease, this in the like outer half, and then this guy down here in the outer corner. So I'll fast forward through this so you can kind of keep up and we'll get on with the look. These are a bit powdery. I don't know if you see, it's like kind of fluffing off my face. I'm not terribly impressed with them so far. Ooh, it's definitely kicking up a lot of back. I'm glad I did this first. I have to be honest with you, I'm not loving this eye look. And I think it's just the pigmentation isn't enough for me. Yes, it's coming off, but it's like, I very much so prefer my CoverGirl. And you know what I'm gonna do? Just because we're in a pickle tonight, I'm going to spruce this up a bit. I'm gonna use the shimmer shade. This is like the saving shade right here. Any eye look I do that I'm like, ooh, I was sloppy with that, I just kind of put this guy. I don't know what it was about that. It's just not, they're not knocking me off my socks. I love this palette from CoverGirl. I should have just gone with this. I will say for the inner corner, instead of using the shimmer shade that's in here, it's not enough like zingy zingness. I have a palette from BH, let me grab it. The Hangin' in Hawaii, this has a champagne shimmer shade, this hula up top here. It is so bright. I'm gonna use my pinky just so I have full control over where I put it. Like, bam, wow. Yep, that's what I was looking for. And then when I'm done with my my face makeup, I'm gonna bring this into the inner corner too. So we're gonna get snazzy. All right, after lashes and liner and all that, you're not gonna see all this. And I don't need it to be Instagram, up close, close eye, picture ready. All right, let's go into eyeliner. I like the Physicians Formula Eye Booster. Oh, that's a little thick. We'll go with it. Somewhat even, sure. Then with the Sigma Longwear eyeliner pencil, I like that this one scrolls up. We'll do the tight line. Makes your lashes look a little more fuller. It makes your lashes look a little more full. All right, let's get into face makeup. I'm gonna mix 2 different shades of the Revlon Color Stay 24-hour. This one's Sun Beige and this one is 180 Sand Beige. This is probably closer to my skin tone right now, but my body's a little tan, so I'm gonna zing it up just a little bit. Be helpful if I took the cap off. Just a little smoosh. And then very precisely swooshing it on the cheek and dispersing it around my face. I feel like other YouTubers are all like, you must put it on the back of your hand. I mean, there's times that I do it all the correct way too, but 90% of the time, I'm usually rushing because I'm always late for everything. I love this foundation because it just smooshes right into my skin. I feel like I can bring it down onto the neck and it blends everything so nicely. It doesn't kick up unless you put like a ton on. But if you layer it up slowly and carefully, it looks really good and it'll start covering everything you need to cover. There might be a little like down here that I need to go back in with a concealer, but hey, I'll take it. I'll spot conceal if it covers up all the secrets. I feel like I need just a little bit more. So for this, I'm gonna pump it out into the back of my hand and I'm gonna use the lightest shade. And then, ooh, what do I wanna use for concealer? I wanna try out the No Filter concealer from ColourPop. I've never used this before. I have all of my favorite concealers over here. We have the Tarte Shape Tape, we have the L'Oreal, and the new CoverGirl ones they're bomb, okay? So if all else fails, I'll bust out the CoverGirl. But let's try out the ColourPop. And then there's still gonna be a little bit of foundation left on the sponge when I go to smoosh out the concealer, which it looks like it's drying down and oxidizing quite a bit and getting darker. And I don't know if I like that. Let's try to smoosh that out. Y'all okay with me using the word smoosh? I feel like everybody says blend. I like smoosh. That looks really cakey and dry. Okay, we're gonna wipe that away. We're gonna have to play with that another day because that would be real bad. Have you had success with the ColourPop? I just feel like there's other, like I'll show you this one. I feel like there's other concealers that you know just right away, like, oh, I can work with that, or I can build that up. Like, it's workable. That one seemed like I might have to play with it a little bit and come up with like the perfect little strategy. Bring it down the sides of the nose as well, up in between the eyes, right on your little corrugator, all your 11s, hit that up with a little concealer. Not too much. You're definitely gonna wanna set this area with a powder because if you brown it all, those lines will crease up and then your makeup will sit there And the lines. Everybody's got lines, okay? Looking good and pasty. I'm gonna take a little of the Better Skin. I am using this until it dies out. They discontinued the foundation. They better not discontinue the concealer because it's like the only thing that goes on my breakouts that doesn't look crusty after a little while. All right, I do a little around the nose because we all get red and dry around there. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Up into the nose just a little. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set my face because I can already see it sit in the lines just a little bit because I'm being so expressive with my talking. Go around with the side of the Beauty Blender, picking out any of the extra that's just kind of sitting on the top that doesn't need to be sitting there. I'm gonna hit up the outer corner of my under eyes a little bit more. Now I would normally use the Shape Tape setting powder under my eyes, but in an effort to keep this fully drugstore, I'm gonna use the True Blend Minerals. It's not bad, it just feels a tad bit heavier than the Tarte one, but when you're not wearing the Tarte one, you really don't notice the difference. So I'm just gonna pat a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of it. Whoa, okay. We're going for it today. So I'll make a face and then I'll go back and I'll do it over because I'm not gonna do it like that all night. So I need it to be setting the way that my face is going to be tonight. So if you're pulling face to do any sort of makeup, whether it's your contour or concealer or anything, always go back and check your face in like a normal, comfortable setting because that is how your makeup's going to sit for the rest of the night. Okay. So I don't let this sit very long. Where's my brush? So I have one for under my eye. It's the Soft Blend Concealer brush from Sigma. Ooh, it had a lot of powder on it already. So we are dusting all the worries away. Especially being an oily skin type, I like to set my foundation with powder. Usually not this much on the daily, but we're going for it today. We're going all out. I'm going to then use a fluffier brush in the Stay Matte Rimmel powder. Pick up a good amount, enough to like white the brush. And then hit up the areas I would normally get shiny. I'll set down here too because I got some makeups down here. Let's carve out the face a bit with the Shape in the Box from Catrice. I like using this one. I don't know why, but this one just makes me happy. I'll use this contour brush from Luxie. I'll just get it right on the tip of it and just kind of stamp right where my bone is. So see how I'll pull face to see where the bone is and then put my face back normal. There we go. Okay, looks like crazy, not letting it out. A little bit on the nose. This I do without picking up any more product. I will pick up a little to go under here. Get those big pouty pouty lips and a little on the double chin. A little bit down there. I'll pick up just a teeny baby bit extra just to hit up the sides of the forehead because this is where the sun would naturally give me a little something something if I was out in the sun. And then just kind of blending it out. It'll pull together, I promise. I know it's looking good and crazy right now. So let's go ahead and top that off. I like to seal the deal because I just love using this. I love any excuse to be using my butter bronzer. This is the one in Deep, and I like using the Deep one when it's like nighttime look. And we're gonna look extra tan and glowy. And I'll just do this on top of where the contour is. So this I kind of treat as my bronzer because I'll hit this up, hit this up, hit this up. It's looking a little patchy today. Is it me? Yeah, it's looking a little patchy today. I must not have gotten enough powder over there. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Maybe hit it up with a little beauty blender, just like a clean side. Hit up a little blush. I'm actually opening this for the first time. It's the Milani one in Romantic Rose. I normally would go in with my Physicians Formula, the Butter Blushes in Vintage Rogue or Plum Rose. I love these, they're so pretty. And this is actually very similar to the Plum Rose, so why not give it a go today, since all the other Milani products have been doing so great. Not hating on Milani, I'm just having an off day with them. So going in with an Eco Tools blush brush, see how much I can pick up. Oh, I could try to pick up quite a bit and have it not be super crazy. So maybe that'll cover up a little of the patchiness too. Okay, not terrible. Let's get a little brow going because I feel like that'll help take some of the distraction away from the face that's looking a little crazy. A little trick I like to do is to clean up under here using the side that had the foundation. Not too much because then you can make your contour look a little muddy. Just so you keep the brown and the peach color above where your natural cheekbone is. What brow product am I gonna go in with? I love my L'Oreal brow definer. I feel like I could trust it. Since everything else is mayhem, let's just do something I trust. Sometimes I need to remind myself to breathe when doing my brows. I hold my breath. I'm trying out a new brow shape here, so bear with me. I was kind of playing with it a little bit. They look a little light, so I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl. I think this one's just called Soft Brown. This one's a little bit darker, and I'm just gonna do a couple little strokes just to add a little bit of darkness back into the brow. See right here, it's kind of catching the light a little bit more than I want it to. And I want to just deepen it up just a little bit, but I don't want to do the full fill in with this one because then they'd look so dark. And like I said, I'm trying out a more straight with it, like a curve on the end. I don't know. You guys like this shape on me a little bit better? Sometimes it's hard to tell on your own brow until I go to watch the footage of me editing and I'm like, oh gosh, what was I thinking? Okay, I need to leave them alone or I will literally be here all night messing around with them. Let's set them into the place with the Pixie brow gel. That way they stay put. It's like a little brow hairspray. Okay, let's do a little highlight. I got this duo pack on clearance and used my 20% off at Ulta, and it's the ColourPop one. So this one's called this one's called Lunch Money, and I think this is the one I want to use today. I'm going to use my favorite SL Miss Glam. I would normally wear my Anastasia one, but again, trying to keep it all drugstore. I thought I would use this one. It's very similar in shade. I know some people use it with a brush, some people, because it's like that smooshy jelly-like texture. Whoa, okay, you could definitely use a brush. It comes off, maybe too much. Let's do a little highlight on the brow. Oh, that might have been too much. Oh boy, there we go, crisis averted. And then as for my cheeks, I'm gonna use my beauty blender to pat that into my skin. That probably would have been a better idea, is getting it onto my sponge and then applying it like this. To the bottom lash line, I'm gonna bust this guy out again. There's like a matte brown. I'm gonna use that right on here where my lashes are, and I'm not going past where my natural lashes stop. And then I kind of like bring it up just a little bit to touch the wing. And then, like I said before, where's my Hawaiian palette? All right, let's get some Hula going right here. Whoa, I just like knocked over 12 things. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Ultra Volume Revlon one. Getting that on my lid. Oh boy, be careful. Just a little wiggle on the bottom lash line. While that's setting up before we go to do lashes, I'm going to line my lips with the Maybelline Nude Whisper. Kind of using it like a primer.
This is kind of professional.
Yeah, you look good.
Even with the hat?
Mm.
I'll take it off. We need to go.
Okay.
Alright. Come on, Gunner. Let's go outside, buddy.
And then...
Come on, Gunner. Let's go, bud. Come on, Guns.
Go on, Gunner.
Oh, he's stretching.
Okay. This is the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish from Physicians Formula. I'm gonna put a little, oh, it's a little darker. I guess it kind of looks like it is in the tube. I don't want too much of that. Okay. Let's smoosh that out. Some attractive faces I'm making for you right now. Oh, I like that it's kind of peachy when you kind of like smeared it out. Oh, I'm looking a little dry. We're gonna have to set my makeup here in a second, but I'm gonna put a little gloss on first, and we're gonna set the makeup before we put the lashes on. I'm gonna try this. It's called Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper from Milani. This is in the shade Champagne. Oh, it's a little more gloopy. Like thicker than I imagined. No, it looks pretty. It just feels a little more like it's touching me. There's a hair. Okay, so I'm looking a little cakey in here after putting on 12 pounds of powder that I normally wouldn't have put on. There it is. I got it. I got it. I got it. No worries. I got it. Okay. Oh, crazy. Let's just put more fucking shit on. Let's just put more. Let's just pack it on. All right, I'm gonna smoosh out. Oh, that made it worse. Okay, now that we've caked on 1,200 pounds of makeup, I'm gonna set this and be extra bougie because I wanted to stay all night, but I really wanted to use something drugstore. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna use both. This one's gonna help everything melt together, whereas the all-nighter I'm gonna spray on after this kind of sets in. Why? Where is it coming out? Or is it the fan? Is mine broken? It's coming out weird. Or maybe I just have my fan on too high and it's blowing it out of the way. Oh, it makes me want to sneeze. Don't sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna get creases in my foundation. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Crisis averted. Let's talk about lashes. Do I want to do the Ardell or do I want to do the Kiss? I feel like these taper off a little bit nicer than the Ardells. These kind of have like a blunt cut to them, but at the same time, they're very similar. They basically look the same. But I think I like these. They look a little more wispy, a little more like tapered off at the tips of the actual hairs of the lash. But before I put lashes on, you gotta set your makeup. And I feel like that one helped everything smoosh together. And again, this one, see how it looks? Oh, it looks so much better. Okay, it's not patchy anymore. And this one's gonna help it stay all night. I know it's not drugstore. Bear with me on that one. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, I shouldn't be smiling. It's not dry. No smiling. No idea where that just left off. Probably 1,200 years ago, but right now I'm just waiting for the setting spray to do its settingness. And then after it sets, well, I guess it's pretty good now. I'm just feeling a little wet right here on the cheekage area. Let's get my lashes on and going, or at least the glue can start drying. I used to use the dark one, the black one from Kiss, and I like using Kiss because it is formaldehyde free and latex free. Not that I have an allergy to, or sensitivity to either of those things. I try to avoid them. I just feel like they just sound icky. Okay, so let's pull off our lashes. I've already worn these once, so they're nice and extra gloopy and already like perfectly formed to me. So I don't have to trim them or anything. I'm just gonna put a little glue. The less, the better, I have learned, because I used to like glop this shit on and then regret it later. Either lashes would not come off or it was a bitch trying to get them on because you're like fighting with a pound of glue. I am gonna try to be fancy and let them both dry at the same time. Let's see if I could pull this shit off. Sorry, I'm cursing now because I'm getting all like, ah! See if I can do this without a mirror really close up. I'm gonna get really close to you. I like to get the middle in and then the inner corner. Kind of pinch. And then the outer corner. And then pinch. And then I'll use my fingers just to like make sure and pat the band into my natural lashes. And then just kind of like encourage them like up. Does that look okay? I feel like the inner corner looks a little wonky. Oh, my eye's watering. No, where's my sponge? Touch up with a little extra highlighter. Oh, I forgot that highlighter is very extra. So tap, tap, tap. Let's take the hair down. Eyes are watering. We've had some crises along the way, but we made it. And I am done. I'm not gonna touch anymore. The only thing I may do is, so I don't get shiny, is take a clean brush with a little bit of the Stay Matte and just hit up the areas I normally show an extra amount of shine. And that is it. Don't touch anything else. Even on days when my eyeshadows are looking a little wonky, like I'm rushing or it's just not blending properly, glitter is, you can never fail with glitter. Like, just slap some glitter on top. I think I'm okay today. I think I was able to save it using the CoverGirl palette, but oh my gosh, it looks like I'm crying. What is happening? Tap, 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 tap. I am not loving the ColourPop concealer. I'm gonna have to play with it another day when I have more time to mess with it a little bit and play with different ways of applying it. Today is not one of those days. Okay, does this look good enough that it's passable for being half decent and pulled together? Let me know what you think about this look in the comments down below. Thank you so much for being here with me. I need to go get dressed and put my dress on. Don't mind the mess behind me, but here we go. This is what I'm wearing. It's my Stitch Fix dress. You recognize this? I feel like it like hugs my body just perfectly. I just threw on some naturalizer comfy heels and a little side clutch that I got at Target on clearance. I'm wearing like 2 layers of Spanx, like the kind that actually have shorts, and then the kind that like actually more suck you in. Like the shorts don't suck you in, they just help with the chafing, but the Spanx that like actually suck you in. So I have my bra and my Spanx strap that I need to make sure stay within the line up here, or I could just pull my hair forward. But here's makeup. I am sweating. It's gross. I hope it sticks up through the night. Wish me luck. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. There was a couple of crises that happened, but we did it together. Oh, my under eyes are creasing a little bit here. Oh. Okay. We're just gonna have to run with it tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.